Hi, this is Vishan Borich from Team TUFF, and if you're watching this video right now, I'm going to be discussing something that I like to call tough love. And tough love means I'm going to give it to you straight. And here's what I'd like to talk about today. We all know that one of the keys for success is having a mentor. But the thing that most people don't realize is, what does it take, number one, to be a good mentor or coach to someone else, but secondly, what makes a good mentor? So let's roll the intro. I think we all want to have success, no matter what our business or what occupation that we're in. But the thing is, if you really want to succeed, you really need somebody to help guide you along the path. A lot of times you're fortunate enough in which you have a parent or an aunt or an uncle who's been very successful, so a family member who can guide you along the way. But many times, for most of us, we don't have somebody close to us that can help guide us and who has been successful themselves. So that's one of the first keys to knowing if you have a good mentor. Are they currently successful in their given occupation? Because if they're not successful, in other words, if they're not at the place that you want to be in your life and occupation, then they probably aren't the best mentor for you. It doesn't mean they're not a good mentor. They may be a great mentor for somebody else that wants to be at their level. But if you're seeking to be, a millionaire, for example, then you truly do need to have a millionaire as your mentor. So what are some other traits that a good mentor should have? Number one, they need to be willing to walk beside you. And what I mean by that is that sometimes you get someone and all they do is boss you around and basically tell you what to do. But for most of us, that is not the most productive relationship in a mentorship or mentee situation. You really need somebody that can walk beside you and help you navigate the waters and have an open door policy in which you can come to them and ask questions and not feel intimidated or belittled because of the questions that you have or the decisions that you make. A mentor should also challenge you. That's why I do these tough love videos, is that I am seeking to challenge you to be the best version of yourself. And your mentors should be that way as well. They should challenge you in a positive way. They shouldn't be cutting you down, but rather they should be lifting you up and showing you by pointing you through their life and through their experiences as to what it means to be a success and what it means to lead others. Because ultimately, every one of us, if we have a great passion in our life, we are going to be responsible for leading the next generation. Did that ever occur to you? Because I think a lot of people they don't even think that they too are a leader and that you are responsible for leading the next generation. So why not take control of your life right now? Make a decision that changes the way that you are by following someone who's a good example with the whole idea behind it that you in turn are going to absorb what they've taught you, take that and teach someone else. When you have that attitude of a leader, and that you one day will be a mentor yourself, you suddenly start to be more receptive to the teaching of a mentor, which is really important. Now here's the other thing. A good mentor is not going to hold your hand either, okay? They are not going to do things for you. That's not their job. It's not their job to go out there and pay your way or pave the way for you in advance. It's not their job to make introductions for you. Their job is to point you to the right things, the resources that you need to be a success. Because if you have somebody doing everything for you, you yourself are not going to learn how to do something. It's that old adage, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for the day. If you teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Well, that's how a good mentor should behave. They should be working with you and teaching you how to fish, how to be a good fisherman or fisherwoman, and be able to feed yourself, your life, your family, and future mentees for a lifetime. So I hope these have been some helpful tips to guiding you on your path to mentorship. Now, if you are looking for a good mentor, reach out to me. I may be a good fit or I may not be. And I'll be sure to tell you if I'm not a good fit for you, then I can point you to somebody else on our team who might be. And I am not opposed to doing that. Neither should any mentor that's watching this today. If you're in the mentorship position, you need to be willing to tell someone who comes to you for help that you're not the right person, that you don't know everything there is to know. And so be willing to point them to somebody who does, and realize that that can be the greatest part of mentorship, is guiding someone to the right answer, not taking control of the situation if it's not meant to be. So with that said, make it a great day. Again, this is Vishan Borich, the Tough Mama, and from Team Tough. We look forward to seeing you on our next Tough Love Talk. Take care.